Okay, so I'm live here with 52 weeks of Swift, and I'm out of the language, just kind of playing around with it, which is really boring actually. I'm kind of glad I'm done with that. And I'm gonna move into building stuff out and starting with command line tools, in fact. So I'm gonna get right into it, share my screen here, and start off with the command line tool. So I think I have one here for Swift. Here we go. I want to start using Copilot, especially because I think this should really supercharge me to allow me to build stuff like really quick, uh, which is what I want to do. I don't want to be slow. I want to build stuff at the speed of light, and I'm very curious actually how quickly I can build command line tools with Swift using Copilot to help me out. So this is the first thing I'm going to do, which is set up a code space. All right, setting up a code space. Setting up a code space. Hopefully this doesn't hang here. Now what I can do while this is waking up is actually go to Swift command line tools. Command line. So this looks like maybe the one I want. Boy, this is annoying when this code spaces takes a while to wake up. So while that's spinning up, I'm going to say Swift argument parser. Begin by declaring a type that defines the information you need to collect from the command line, decorate it. This is probably what I want right here. It's stable. This is version 1. Adding it as a dependency to add it to the dependency for a package by doing this. This is probably what I want. This is looking good. Now, I really don't know much about adding things to Xcode projects, especially in this context. But let's see. Let's see if I can figure it out. So color theme, and let's go to the terminal, and let's double check again what I got running here. So I have, and let's look at the git ignore. Hopefully this is like a Swift git ignore. Yeah, this looks like a Swift git ignore. And we have Copilot, perfect. And what do we got? So we have Copilot 10. Let's do double. What does this do? So this is import fund. Let's run this first. So let's just say Swift or /. Double. Bad interpreter. That's not a good sign. User bin. I think it would be env Swift. Right? Copilot test Swift. What does this do? Write a Fibonacci, print it out. I don't know. That's hanging. So let's just say Swift. Which Swift? Swift Copilot. So and then we'll also say Swift double Swift. There we go. So this one is just a hang. That's why. So that does appear to work, but I think the next thing that we need to do here is I want to try to use the argument parser. So let's even put this into documentation. Let's see, what do we got here? So we have getting started. I did all this, got this going. Now, let's go to the next section here, which is building CLI, building a CLI. So we know we probably want to use this thing. So use this lib projects lib, and really the trick is going to be, the hardest part is going to be, how do I actually use this, actually import argument parser. So argument parser library, blah, blah, blah. So the trickiest part is for guides, documentation, this shows examples, to add it as a dependency for your package in command line. So this is kind of mystical to me. Like, I'm like, what is this? I mean, I don't know what this means. so I'm going to just play by ear. So let's try it out. So let's say, let's see that I probably want to try like a repeat like this. This is kind of what I want. I want to build this. So let's grab this code and let's go to repeat Swift, and this code is sample code. Yeah, just taking up space. Okay, import argument parser, blah, 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 phrase repeater. This is kind of a classic command line tool. Looks, fairly intuitive. And if I run this, does it even work though? No such module argument parser. So this is what I thought would be the gist. No, let's not do that. And let's try that. No such module argument parser. I'm using this, blah, 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 blah. Making sure the name of your, how to add Swift packages in GitHub Codespace. I'm in a new environment, right? So I'm in, like, how do I do this? I don't know. Swift package manager. Okay, so make directory, Swift package init, Swift build, creating a library. What if I want to use one to depend on a package? Add the git. So requiring. There's a lot of stuff that I don't want to worry about. I need like a hello world or ELI 5 Swift package manager. It's a tool for managing code. Okay, we got that. Does it work? That's a good one. Let's see if this works. So we'll go through here and let's paste this in. Good sign. So the package manager appears to work. Documentation. See the documentation directory. Okay, is there ELI 5? Explain like I'm 5. Building Swift modules, Swift build, modern dependency. Well, I'm in dependency hell right now because I don't even know where hello world is. So foo about using packages. That's what I want. Okay, defining I don't want to create a package. I just want to import a library and use it, which it's amazing actually how bad documentation really is. You just want to find like, hey, I've never used your system before. Like, how about this? ELI5 use Swift package. How do I do this? Um, I don't want to do plus. Use Swift package. Do that. So I'm going to do a command line. This apt-get install, blah, 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 blah. We have this, Swift version. Creating your first package. We do this, Swift build. Yeah, but I just want to include creating your program using, we want to use Swift package, use Swift package, use third-party Swift package Ubuntu. Here we go. Swift build. So what do we got here? So I create a directory and I create something called package.swift. I mean, maybe this is it. But it's amazing how there's just so little documentation. A project adding it to add it to the dependencies for your package or command line tool executable. I mean, in theory, this is great if I knew what this was, but I mean, let's Swift package. Let's do this. Oh, do I have to make like a new project? Swift package. Swift build, Swift run, performs operations. Let's try how to build a Swift command line tool from scratch. Let's try this. Well, I guess I could go to the first. Okay, make this. Oh, here we go. That let's try that. No, I was hoping I wouldn't get stuff like this. Block. Okay, so Swift package, init, executable. Aha. Was that all I needed? I got all kinds of stuff in here. Probably I wanted to put that in a directory. So let's, kind of a bummer that all that stuff got created. Sources, tests. So I'm gonna delete this stuff. So I'm gonna rm-rf sources rm-rf tests. So and if I do a get status, it should show me anything new here. I don't want package, rm package, and then probably for now we'll keep this here. So I'm going to make a directory called CLI example. Let's see it there. Now I'm going to try to make an executable inside. And then I can maybe figure this out. So package There we go. Now we're talking. So if I go back here, dependencies. Let package. Name, command line tool, dependencies. Okay, so let package. Let's try that out. Let's see if I can understand this. I'm going to try to call this Swift tool. So I'm assuming I need to put my name in here. So we'll call this repeat CLI. How about that? I'm promising. I'm almost thinking I might be able to get this working. So the next thing is let's do that. Let's throw this code in there. And then I'm assuming let's see what this next website says. Swift build, Swift run. Okay, so Swift build. Of course it blows up. Missing argument for parameter name. Package.swift. What is in here? This is it. Missing parameter name, executable target. How about this? Would it be mean? Package. So let's see here. We do an executable. We create a folder called banner, change into the directory, and then initialize a new package set to executable. That looks good. We have this, we have this, we have this. There's something called main. So maybe adding the argument parser. Target name is So this guy looks like he knows what he's talking about. This looks. So I think the issue here is that I need to have a little smarter of this thing, this package thing. Boy, this is definitely a bummer. So we don't want to call it that. We want to call this CLI example. CLI example. Executable will be CLI example. The target will be CLI example. Now this I don't know about. No, we want to do this. Yeah. And here, target CLI example. Tests will be CLI CLI example, CLI example tests, dependencies, CLI. Yep. Dependencies, CLI example. Okay. Does it work? Come on. Manifest is missing a Swift tools version specification. Considering prepend to the manifest. I mean, what? CLI example. The manifest is missing a Swift tools example. What? Let's see here. Name. Wow. This is some black magic here. So well, let's try an earlier one. Let's do what the documentation from this example said, and let's do 0, 0, 1. Let's try that. Let's see if that works. Does this work? Nope. Huh. Consider prepending to the manifest Swift Tools version to specify the current prepending to the manifest that. Okay. Really? Is this like some kind of weird? Let's try. Oh, that's kind of in package in scope. Hmm. Kind of in package in scope. Weird. Wow, this is definitely going to how to add a local Swift package as a dependency. Okay, get import package. We have the package. If you want to add it, just drag and drop. So I don't want Xcode to do it though. I want to do this from the command line. Drag it. But I don't want to do it via Xcode. Well, let's go read this documentation here. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Wow. So, I'm going to try it again. Let's try a totally different example. So this is good. This means that I've gotten a little bit closer, but I need to Swift or like build a module. Let's see if this will do it. Did this do anything? Import package description. It didn't. It's not built. Dependency. Doesn't. It's not smart enough. Import package description package. Something I'm doing is just not right. I could let package dependencies. I'm curious if I did this, if like I wish they could just show me a full example. Maybe they do. They have this. Yeah, but I want to see an example with the actual like entire project, which is a bummer. Package.swift name. Oh, I see. Swift Tools version 5.5. I don't know. Is this, boy, that's magic. If this is really the problem, CD into CLI example, um, cannot find package and scope. What does that mean? Cannot find package.swift into, cannot find package and scope. Well, kind of a fun thing for me to try to sort out. Let's try one last thing here. Just I'm going to add this. Commit it. Adding CLI. Get okay, but let's just make one more directory real quick. Make sure. Let's do what this blog post says. I'm just going to literally just do the same thing they're doing. So there we go. Banner and CD banner. Let's just totally like write it out. There we go. Make a executable here. There we go. Okay, Swift build, Swift run. So this maybe was one thing I screwed up, which was don't mess with things until you know how they work. Does anything work? It does work. Okay, Swift run. Okay, so that might be one of my problems is I was trying to get too fancy. So the next step is adding it. We can do this by making this. That's right. If you're unfamiliar, yeah, I don't know anything about this. So we want to open the package Swift file and adjust the file to match the following. Yeah, we do need to do this. So I'm going to close everything. Close this. Go to banner. Go to package of Swift. I'm going to leave that there. And I'm going to need to put this in there. Does that look right? I think it is. Import package description, let package. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, so then what's the next thing I need to do? The package will be imported, which you can use after building it. So yeah, I think I like what he's saying here, which is don't be complicated like I was making it. Get something really small working first. And now we can make use of it. We can create our first banner method. So let's try it out. Come on. Let's get this working. So Swift build. Does anything work? Swift run. Oh, I need to say Swift run banner. So Swift run banner. Well, got a little bit closer, but let's. I'm going to check this in, and I have something fun to work on. So here we go. Add this star. Broken Swift CLI. Right. Going to fix this next week.